Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back again on a main event Thursday. My name is Stevie Ray. And ladies and gentlemen, you are watching and listening to the world's most dangerous podcast. I got my IG people following me right now. They can't see the show because they have to go to either Facebook. I'm going to be live on Facebook tonight. I'm going to be live on YouTube tonight. And you can download the Twitch app, go to Stevie Ray TV, and you can see the show live on Twitch tonight. Stevie Ray TV also for YouTube. But with that being said, my main man, Mr. Mickey Gall, I've just sent the invite out to him, and he's going to be chiming in a couple of minutes, hopefully. But with that being said, we got someone on the phone right now that was calling in. I guess he seems as though he's one of Mickey Gall's good friends. Hello, caller. Who am I talking to?
This is me, John Kellini.
Hey, John. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. We're just starting the show off tonight, man.
That's awesome.
Okay. Did you have any questions or anything like that?
I have a question. So, what do you think? What was your favorite career in your wrestling career?
What was my favorite? What?
What was your? Hold on, I'm a little bit nervous.
That's okay. Calm down, brother. Ain't nobody but me.
What was your favorite in-ring career in your wrestling career? What was your favorite career in wrestling? What was your favorite thing to do?
Oh, favorite thing to do? I'll tell you what my favorite thing to do, man. My favorite thing to do was I just love getting in the ring, man. I just love going out in front of the people, performing, doing my thing, man, trying to make my craft better, things of that nature, man. I felt alive in the ring. And that's what that's what I miss about professional wrestling, because it made you feel alive in the ring. I didn't care for all the politics behind the scene. I didn't care for all the other bullshit that comes with any other job, so on and so forth. But, I made a lot of good friends, and I got to see the whole world and performing in front of the people and leaving a residual, man, leaving a legacy, man. I think that's what I enjoyed most about the professional wrestling business.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but that's true. So, anything else?
What do you think about wrestling today? What do you think about it today? What's going on in the pandemic? What do you
I'm a big fan of professional wrestling today. I'm a big fan of all combat sports, MMA, boxing, pro wrestling, anything that's physical. I'm a big fan of. And, professional wrestling today, it's a little bit more athletic. I look at it today, and what I ask myself when I look at it today?
Mm-hmm. What's that?
I did that for a living, and I don't even know how.
Wow.
Because I look at these guys today, and they're just they're 10 times better than what we were. And I give them all kudos, man, because nothing sits still. Everything progresses. Just like we're having Mickey Gall on tonight. I can see Mickey in the green room. I remember when MMA first started, and some of the fights and stuff back in those days with my main man, Ken Shamrock, and some of those guys. And I look at what Mickey and those guys do today, man. It's like light years ahead, man. And that's what I love about the progression of everything, man. Some guys can fight in any era, but you look at some guys from one era, then you look at them the next and go, wow, man, that's just like light speed ahead, man. That's what I enjoy. I enjoy just watching that, man.
And I was a fan of you too, by the way, too.
Okay.
I looked up to you too.
Okay, I appreciate that, bro. But you say you're a fan of Mickey?
I am a fan of Mickey too. I go to his I live in New Jersey. I go to the gym, and me and him box together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Gracie.
Does he ever hurt you? Does he ever pull the trigger on you, man?
Oh no, he doesn't.
Well, maybe he should, man. Maybe he should pull the trigger and let you see what it feels like to get in there with the big boys, man.
Oh no, I'm actually afraid to do that.
Wait a minute, man. You cannot take up MMA and talk about I'm afraid. What you talking about, man?
I'm sorry, I'm autism. I'm just actually what I do is I do boxing with Mickey.
Oh, you do the boxing with him, okay.
I do boxing with him. I go to Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Gracie.
Yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm just messing with you, man.
I know you are. Yeah, that's what I do with him. Mickey and Mickey are close buddies and friends.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be coming up to New York for a couple of appearances this year. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come by Mickey's gym. And you know what I'm doing? I'm going to really show him what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come in there and I'm going to really show him about what a super heavyweight can do.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Yeah. I want you there too to witness it because I'm going to put it on tape. Because I'm no CM Punk. I'm going to let you know that right now.
Yes.
I'm no CM Punk. He's not going to choke me until submission. He's not going to choke me until I defecate almost on my. I'm not going to let him do that. You dig?
Oh, no.
I got to see. Mickey don't know. I've been training. Myself. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. So, we got to get ready to get my main man on the line right now, man. I appreciate you calling in, though.
You're welcome. I'm glad I was the first caller and tell Mickey I said hi.
I will, brother. I will. Okay, brother. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Okay, everybody out there on IG, you guys need to go to YouTube. We are live right now on YouTube, and we're live right now on Twitch. Matter of fact, I'm even giving it away tonight on Facebook. So you guys go look me up, and I got to get ready to get out of here, guys, on IG because Mickey Gall is getting ready to come on. And I can't have you guys just listening to him and won't be able to see him. Hey, man, this is a star. Like I told you guys, champions know champions and game knows game. Talk to you guys later. Peace. Okay, let's get my main man on here. There he is.
Yo.
There he is.
What's
Straight
up?
up.
There he is. What up, big man?
Hey, man, just living in your world, brother. I'm living in your world, brother. That's what's going on, man. We got you live right now on Facebook. I got you live right now on YouTube. And you're live right now on Twitch, man. So I got one of your callers that just called in, man, looking for you before I even started the show.
I heard. He said, he's like, yo, you got to get an autograph for Stevie Ray for me. I love him.
Oh, cool,
so I'm glad you're coming to New York, man. Yeah, when you're around, bro, come through.
Oh, most definitely, man. I got a couple of signings that I'm working on right now, depending on what the pandemic and stuff like that said. And also depend on, we just might well put it out there if the cheddar right. You dig? If the cheddar is right.
Right.
You
let me know, man. We'll make some noise.
Most definitely, brother. But hey, man, tell everybody what's been going on with you, man. I know you're getting ready to go to Abu Dhabi for what is that, UFC, 249?
I'm not sure. It's actually, we just found out it's going to be live and free on ABC. It's the first UFC card on ABC ever.
I saw it. I saw them advertising about 2-3 days ago. I saw them, and I was like, I wonder if that's the one Mickey's on. That's on the 16th, right?
Yeah, I'm not fighting. I'm cornering my brother Matt Brown.
Oh, okay. And who's he going up against?
Fighting Carlos Condit. Couple legends.
That's a tough dude right there, brother. That's a real G right there. I got my man Punisher. He's out there watching. Huh? He's not?
Not as tough as Matt, I promise you that. Fuck no. Heck no. I don't know. Can I curse with you?
Hey, brother.
I'm not on the radio, right?
No. Matter of fact, I host a radio show on Saturdays, man. So when you get back from Abu Dhabi, maybe I can get you to call in also after the fight. Give me the post-fight and the whole wrap-up.
Yeah, and I'll watch my mouth on that one.
Yeah, watch it. But tonight, man, hell, I curse, man.
Book it, bro.
I curse, man. Hey, man, this you live right now. We're not under FCC and all this kind of stuff, man. You do what you do, man. This your time right now, bro. But I'm glad you're coming on. And I see a lot of people out here. Queen says hi. Punisher says hi. Some of the other guys, some of my fam that comes on every night. I don't know what they're doing on YouTube because I'm not looking at the YouTube feed right now as to the questions and stuff. I'm looking at my Twitch feed. But be that as it may, man, that's going to be live on ABC. When do you guys leave?
So we're in Vegas now. We got here yesterday. We took the COVID test. Now we quarantined for a day, and then first thing in the morning, 3 a.m. out here. We're in the lobby, and then we're hopping on the plane, 17 hours to Abu Dhabi. Man,
I've been to the Middle East, man, and I think when I went from Houston to New York, New York to England, England to the Middle East. That was rough, man. And dig this.
Yeah, they got us flying 17 straight.
Oh, yeah. Well, this was back in the early 2000s. So it was like 2003, 2002, something like that. So I think they put us on the cheap flight, you know. I think they put us on one of them bargain busters to get us so they wouldn't have to pay all the money, you know. But they did give me first class, so I was glad about that. I worked that out in my deal. But hey, man, a lot of people know you from. There's a lot of professional wrestling fans that watch this show. The fight you had with CM Punk, man. Tell me, this is just what I want to know. Going into that fight, what did you think about a pro wrestler coming into your world and getting ready to go up against you?
Good question. First off, I got to say, I'm going to keep it real. Hey. I wouldn't want to do what you guys do. You guys beat the crap out of each other week in and week out, and I don't want to be flying off of stuff landing on my head and my neck and have people flying on me, crashing me, hit me with chairs. There's not like me. All right, predetermined outcome, whatever. There's nothing fake about that. You can't fake gravity. You can't fake. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of you can't fake that crap. I don't like when they use that F word. You'll never catch me using it.
I appreciate
you guys are real G's, man. You guys are, you guys, you lay it on the line. I got a lot of respect for it.
I appreciate that.
But I did feel a responsibility to represent the MMA world when CM Punk came across. I had a lot of guys who, grabbing me, being like, "Yo, man, this guy's getting the red carpet treatment. I've been in here grinding, busting my ass for years and years. This dude's getting to roll right to the top." So I felt it was my responsibility to make it quick, make it fast, make it painful, and get his butt out of there as quick as I could.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something.
Had to give him a goose egg. If he did one good thing to me, I failed.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, man. My boy Punisher, who's watching right now, I just seen his name go across the screen. He and I was discussing this fight before it happened. Remember you called into my old radio show? Remember that?
Of course.
Well, Punisher used to call in.
Of course.
And he was saying what I was trying to explain to him. Brother, these MMA guys are the real deal. And you don't get to and just tell me if you don't agree with me. You don't get to the level of these UFC guys that's at the top by sitting at the bus stop or going to take a couple of classes for a year or so and think you can come out there. I say, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, it's the NFL of fighting. It's the highest level.
And this is what I'm telling them. But a lot of people, I've been around boxing, I've been around karate, I've been around this stuff, and I'm a pro wrestler, I've been around the game for 31 years. So, I know what it takes to get good at anything. Guys that I went to high school with and play football with, friends of mine that are in the Hall of Fame right now. And I played against these guys in high school. So when you up against top level talent, you know what I'm saying? So what I was telling him, and I know he's gonna come on and try to deny and act like he don't remember. Come on, Punisher, call into the show. You tell Mickey Gall what you said back in the day, back a few years ago. Call into the show. I'm calling you out right now in front of everybody. But anyway, look at it. Now he say, wow. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, what do we have
Call
to say?
into the show. Yeah. So when they put that man in the ring, I said,
come on, Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher, get on there. Yo, you heard Mickey? You heard him. He don't want to do it now. Because he on YouTube. He's live all over the world right now. But be that as it may, I said, man, it was one thing. This is what I was thinking. It was one thing if you go and fight a regional guy or some of the guys, like some of the guys that have, they do shows here in town. And I'm quite sure they do them up in Jersey also. But they're under these guys trying to get to where you guys are.
The regional circuit, yeah.
Yeah. I say,
just
why
like
don't he go? Right, just like wrestling. Why didn't he go? That's what I did. I did that for years before I made it to the big time. So why would I want to come out? I just got out of 6 months of pro wrestling school. Then they throw me on the WWE pay-per-view. You know what I'm gonna look like? I'm gonna look like crap. And the guy gonna go out of his way to make me look like crap. Because I know I'm not ready. Now, I'm not saying this guy wasn't ready, but I just think he should have taken on, because I had saw you fight before. And I'm like, man, this dude is a submission expert, man. He gonna tie him up in a knot. He gonna turn him upside down and shake every nickel and dime out of his pockets before he come down. That's what I told him.
Had to. I had to.
So then you know MVP, right? WWE?
Venom Page?
MVP. MVP, you know him? Hold on, that's my man. Yeah, hold on, that's my man right there. Straight Shooting with Stevie Ray. Who am I talking to? Because you're disturbing my show. I'm talking to a world-class fighter right now. I hope you're proud. Who is this?
You got me to call it.
Yeah, man, I want you to speak up because Mickey Gall is listening to you. I want you to tell him what you said when I tried to explain to you what was going to happen when Mickey Gall got in the ring with CM Punk. And I love Punk. He's a good dude, man. He's from my world. But stepping into another man's world, man, you know how that is. Now go ahead and tell Mickey what you said.
Okay, let's be real here.
What, see?
First of all, I am a fight connoisseur. So to make it sound like I felt like Mickey Gall was not able to beat CM Punk, that's not the way.
That's the way I remember it. I don't care if it was Mickey Gall.
But I will give you this. What I said was, anybody that has the gall to decide to step into an MMA circle or octagon and say, I'm going to, go through the training, put myself through the cage, and fight a professional MMA fighter, I got to give him respect.
Well, I never said I didn't give him respect.
For the win,
No. Let me refresh your memory here. What you said is, I don't want to. Man, I got to see, I got to see how he is when he comes, because of blah blah. That's what you said.
You're right. I had never seen CM Punk fight. I said, for me, any fighter, I don't know what he's got going on. I have to see what he looks like in the ring.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So in essence, you are saying the man had a legitimate, what you said, and I'm going to interpret this for the whole world to hear. Okay. What you said was CM Punk had a chance against Mickey Gall. In essence, you didn't use those words, but that's what you were saying, that he may have a chance against Mickey Gall. That's what you said.
This is my belief in fighting. If you're a professional fighter, regardless of how good or bad you are, the minute you step into that octagon, if you don't believe you have a chance, you shouldn't be in there.
Well, I'm asking you, did you believe you had a chance?
But I believe.
Huh?
He's all going to twist him up as a...
I don't know. I'm asking you if you believed CM Punk had a chance.
Hold on, you finish that. He gets up and throws a lefty right hook and catches him right on the jaw.
If he threw a punch and hit Mickey Gall right on the jaw, Mickey would laugh at him.
Oh, my God.
Mickey Gall would laugh at that punch.
I'm sure, baby. But who knows? Maybe he didn't see that.
You see what I'm talking about? That's the same thing Poland said when Germany came in. We got a chance. No, you don't have a chance. I'm just saying that same thing they thought when the Blitzkrieg, nobody had ever seen. That same thing. CM Punk was Poland. You ain't got a chance. So what happens?
Look, Mickey, I will tell you this. I believe you're an awesome fighter. What I don't understand is why you haven't got the push like a lot of people. Is it that you're just not getting as many fights, or what it is, or what's going on? You represented yourself, and you said we're able to fight this dude and represent the MMA. What's going on? We need to see more.
Okay, well, you've taken up enough. You're taking up enough time, Corner Show. I'm going to get back with you. And Mickey heard your question. I'm going to let him off the line because, well, matter of fact, I'm going to let him determine if he wants to answer that. But I'm about to get my bike painted, man. So I get back with you.
All
right, brother. Peace. And Mickey, he was saying, as good as you are, and you've been out there doing your thing. The push. Why haven't you been getting a big push in the UFC right now?
It's a good question. I think I've been. I think they treated me right, taking care. It's, the game is. It's what have you done for me today? It's and I'm young, brother. I got a lot of time. I got a lot of.
I know.
A lot of names. I've taken out some big names, and I got even bigger names I plan on taking out. So I'm cool. I'm not sweating anything like that. I'm happy the way the UFC treats me.
Who's the top guy?
And I gotta say, to what he said, at the end of the day, it is we're all human. Anyone gets hit in the chin the right way, anyone can go to sleep. He does have a point there. We're all just men. We're all just men in there. Yeah, we all. You know what I mean?
Hey,
you can't really condition your jaw.
If I see the punch, you better know how to throw a punch, because I know how to take a punch. I can see the punches coming. I took up a little boxing myself back in the day, and I probably, if I had stuck with it, I honestly believe I probably would have been the heavyweight champion of the world if I'd have stuck with it. But I didn't. It is what it is.
Bro, you're a bad dude. You're an enforcer. You're a real one. I know no one was messing with Stevie Ray in the locker room. I know no one was messing with Stevie Ray in the locker room. No way.
Hey, no way. You see this hand?
Hey, you don't want none of that.
I'm going to tell you something, man. Coming up here in Houston, Texas, where me and my brother came up, and, we used to try everything, man. My brother would follow me around. He's like 5.5 years younger than I am. And my brother would follow me around, but me and my buddies and stuff, we used to go over to these guys opened up a boxing gym, and we used to go over there and, in the summertime, we just did stuff for the hell of it, man. We didn't have any aspirations. Dude opened up a karate thing. We tried that, It was never like how kids are today, or like when my daughter was growing up, I was sitting there and stuff, and she would be in it forever, until she went on to the next phase. Yeah. But back when we was coming up, man, it was nothing like how you guys and you kids are today, man. You guys, your parents put you in something, you're just dedicated to it, whether it be football, baseball, basketball, and the kids are just dedicated to it. It wasn't like that when we was coming up. The parents didn't really push you into stuff. You just tried stuff, if that makes sense, especially down here in the Houston area, of which I grew up. Tell me, how did you get into MMA? That's what I'm leading up to.
So I grew up, I played all the sports, athletic kid. I was a captain of my football team in high school. And but like when I was in high school and I started becoming a fan of the UFC. I was like, yo, check this stuff out. And I immediately became a fan. And then I started training it. And right as I did that, I fell in love. I was like, forget every other sport. This is dim the light on every other sport for me. I can't enjoy a football game, a baseball game, a basketball game, because there's nothing like this. This is mano y mano. This is, you know what I mean? It's for blood. It's for your health's on the line, for real. You know what I mean? Right. It's the best way to beat someone is to take as much of their health away as possible. So, it's just a real deal. It excites me, gets me up early in the morning. And, I love it. I love it. I eat, sleep, and breathe this.
Now you got your own gym now, right?
The gym I started at is like my home gym. I don't own it, but it's my home.
Okay, I got you. Now let me ask you something. The state of the UFC now, because of the pandemic, it seems as though they're doing it right by going over to Abu Dhabi and by doing things. They started the bubble thing before everybody else did, man. The state of the UFC right now, as far as this pandemic and everything, what is it looking like?
I mean, the fights look just as good with no fans. Sometimes it's even better because you can hear it more. You can hear the corners giving instructions. You can hear the impact of the punches better. It stinks. I'm sure they're losing some revenue without having all the fans and all the
everybody is
and all that stuff. But they're rocking. They're rocking.
Okay, especially going on ABC now. Now, I think that's phenomenal, man. That's a major network, man. ABC, NBC, CBS, and you get now with that, man. That's pretty cool, man. Especially because I see the WWE guys, once they got on the major network, Fox. You see all the cross promotions and stuff like that going on. And I think do you think that's going to be pretty prevalent for what you guys, the UFC, are doing?
Yeah, I mean, in the past, before I got in the UFC, they had a deal on Fox. Actually, I fought, and even when I got in there, when I fought Sage Northcutt, I fought him on Fox. And then all this past year and the year before, they had an ESPN deal. And I thought that was like, all right, this is going to introduce this sport to everybody, bring it to the mainstream.
Right.
And they just keep growing, keep adding to it. Now we're on ABC. Dana White is he's really grabbed this thing by the horns and is doing great stuff with it.
Let's go back to Northcutt for a second. I remember on my old radio show, you had told me after you beat CM Punk, after you actually annihilated CM Punk, if you will. I tell you, let's go.
Yeah.
My brother and I, an MVP who works for WWE, he's with the Hurt, what they call themselves, the Hurt Factory or something in WWE right now. Him, Bobby Lashley, and a couple other guys. They call themselves the Hurt Factory. We were all watching that fight as it was taking place. Because we all know CM Punk. And now
that's cool to hear. Now
Punk and MVP are very good friends. They're very close. So he was sitting there. Now my boy is taping us. My buddy is taping us as we sit on this couch and we all watching the fight with you and CM Punk. I mean, this is hilarious. You probably could go pull it up on YouTube because my boy went and downloaded it on YouTube as soon as it was over with. Now, my brother and I are going nuts. We're going nuts because you grab him in the choke, and me and my brother just go. I mean, we are screaming. I ain't trying to laugh, man, but we knew MVP is good buddies with him, so we just rubbed it in like, hey, man, your boy about to get his ass toe up, So once you locked it in on him, bro, oh my God, man, we was going crazy. And he was sitting there with his head down like this, watching his buddy get choked out. And then he started singing the song, clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle again. So then my bad,
MVP. I had to do it though, bro.
Then my boy went and downloaded it. As soon as he got through, he went and got on his computer and put it on YouTube, man. I don't know. He put some kind of captions and stuff to it. And the next morning, that thing had a zillion hits. So me and my brother just dying on the couch, just, oh my God. Maybe I shouldn't tell the world this story, man. We weren't trying to be disrespectful, but that's awesome. Just how, that's just how we are.
I gotta watch it tonight.
What was that?
I'm checking that out tonight.
Yeah, pull it up.
I'm gonna watch that tonight. Checking that out. I'm pulling it up.
Anyway, going back to Northcutt, I don't know if I told you this, but his daddy and I are very good friends. I don't know if you know that.
Okay. I think you did mention. I knew he's like a Texas area guy.
Yeah, he lived right here in Houston, where I'm from. He's and his dad been training him and his sister for years. And I remember you telling me, he said, man, I won't Sage Northcutt because I don't like this. You said, I don't like his hairstyle. I want to knock that hairstyle off his head.
That's how a bunch of spikes out his hair.
I was like saying right there, I wish I could get you and him on the radio show at the same time. So I called his dad and I was like, hey man, you think I can interview him? And he was up in the, I guess he's getting ready for a fight up in Big Bear at that time. He's getting ready to fight somebody, but it wasn't. But I was going to ask, hey man, is there any way I can get both of y'all on at the same time? But he was in California fighting. That fight, man, that would have
been good radio.
It would have been great radio, man. But hey, that fight with him, man, what was it? What is it? What draws you to want to get in the ring with him and fight him and prove yourself against him? What was it?
He was getting a big push.
I know.
So I knew, and the way it is in the sport, you eat what you kill. You kill something nice, you get to eat something nice. You get, big names make those nice trophies. So, I knew I got the fight with CM Punk, and he had a big name, but not a lot of like rep really behind him. And then there's this other kid who's like a UFC golden boy. So if I go and scalp him, I'm gonna move up the ladder. So
right.
And it was a little more legit. He was on cover of Black Belt magazine at age 9. He's a lifelong striker, all that. So I knew it was a step up in in skill, and but nothing I can't handle.
Y'all know you handled that one too, brother. And that one, matter of fact, those were some of the fights I was looking at those 2 fights the other night, man. I pulled them back up and I was like, oh man, I forgot about this fight. I remember seeing it, but I didn't remember. Those fights, the MMA fights are a little different, man, because sometimes they don't go very long and you don't stay in your head, you know what I'm saying, for a long period of time if you're not watching it over and over and over again. So I had to go back and watch them again. I remember the fights, but I don't remember now. I got them in my head again. Sage was getting a good push. As a matter of fact, I could have sworn I seen something where he may have been up for the Rocky movie. I don't know how true that was, but I was like, he kind of looked like a young Dolph Lundgren. But tell me this, man.
Yeah.
As far as your career, where you at right now, man?
I feel like I'm stepping into my prime. You watch those old fights. I would kill the version of me quickly. I would be able to take myself out, pick myself apart easily. I'm doing all the right things. I'm keeping my head down. I'm training with the toughest dudes I can find. Like I said, like I'm cornering Matt Brown, and you said like Carlos Condit was a tough guy. I was supposed to fight Carlos last year, but he pulled out. He got an injury, so I did like 3 months in prep for him. And I was actually training with Matt around that time too, and seeing like what the stuff Matt's on. I think Matt's way tougher than Condit. We're all marveled at the way Matt works. Dude works so freaking hard. The immortal Matt Brown. If you're not familiar, you check him out.
Oh no! I am
legend. He's a bad man.
I am familiar with him.
Yeah, he's a bad man. One of the toughest men on earth. I'm telling you.
Well, the Punisher, who just graced our presence on the phone here a few minutes ago, he just sent in a question. You know what the question is? I'll tell you what the question is. He says, ask Mickey, does he think he's ready for Kamaru Usman?
Yeah, I could beat anyone in the world. I can beat anybody in the world. I'm ready for everybody.
But you guys are in different weight classes, right?
No, that's the champ in my division right now.
Oh, okay. Have you moved up a division?
No, I'm 170.
That's right. Usman is 70. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, well, Punisher. Well, let me tell you this about Punisher. He's of Nigerian descent. So
he's not gonna like me in that fight.
No, he's not gonna like you after that fight. Once you twist the man's toe off, he's not gonna like that. Punisher. Yeah. You're not gonna like it. But what I'm hoping is that we get to see that fight, Mickey. But let me ask you this. You just told us where your career is right now. What's next for Mickey Gall as far as competition, as far as who's out there, and is it anything in the works? Are you in one of the top contenders right now?
I do not have a fight booked at the moment. I suffered my first little injury. I had to pull out my first fight a couple months ago, but I got that straight. I'm training. I'm back training hard for the first. It's been like 4 weeks. I've been back training hard and building myself back up to where I need to be to compete. And I'm right there now. So I'll be back in the cage in the octagon probably March.
Cool, man. Okay, cool. But man, I'm waiting to see you, man. Especially on this new
platform. All comers, bro. Take on all comers. Doesn't matter who it is. I just want to take them all to the top.
I love your confidence, man. I love it, man. I love your confidence, man. I mean, that's what a fighter is made out of. Punisher. He's not trying to just get on TV. I'm not gonna call any names.
Nah.
That's not what he's trying to do. That's Mickey Gall we're talking about, brother. You better wake up and recognize, man. You know, we don't get people on this show unless they bring it. This man brings it, y'all. And I want all of y'all out there to follow this man. You know, follow this man. You know, follow every outlet, social media outlet that he has out there. Because, you know, he's a part of the family. And we got to support our family. I'm talking to all of y'all out there and everybody that watches this video.
Appreciate that, brother.
Hey, man, you know, it's on like neck bone, brother. Ain't no jokes around here, man. That's why I try to tell people, man, ain't no jokes on this show. Men on this show, people that bring it, they don't sing it.
No doubt.
They bring it. If you've never seen this man fight and you want to see a real highlight film, somebody better call Mickey Gall because he's the man. But be that as it may, brother. Now, I'm going to tell you something, brother. I've been to the Middle East, Mickey. Now, I don't want you over there doing things that you shouldn't be doing over there now. I want you to watch this.
I'm gonna be straight out there. I'm gonna keep everything correct, everything above board. I don't want to get it locked in no Middle Eastern penitentiary. I'm gonna stay safe out there.
Like the movie
Keep my head down. Yeah, I don't need none of that. I don't need that in my life.
Okay, man, last year, I'm gonna tell you a story. Last year, me and my brother, 2019, year and a half ago, me and my brother got inducted into the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. And me and Shawn Michaels were in this like green room doing, our photo ops and all this kind of stuff. And Shawn started telling me a story about when they went over to Saudi Arabia. And Shawn said he was scared to death. He said he was scared. He stayed in his room and wouldn't even leave. He's like, man, I didn't want to do anything, man. I didn't want to piss somebody off. And next thing you know, they cut my hands off. He had me laughing so hard.
Yeah, for real.
These are the little jokes you got about the Middle East, man. But I'm going to tell you something, man. It's a beautiful place, man. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's a beautiful place. And I done been a lot of places, man. I'm going to tell you, I done been all over the world, brother. But the Middle East sticks in my mind like no other. And I was in Lebanon. There used to be a war-torn country. Wow. They had the big war with Israel, Sure. And so you could still see some of the buildings, with the bullet holes and stuff like that in them. But it was a hell of an experience, man. I took my video camera out, video so much of it. But it's, hey, man, in what you do, you get a chance to travel the world. And take that stuff to heed, man. Take it to heed and relish it all, man. Because, hey, that's what you're there for. Whether you're going to help you
soak it up. I'm going to soak it up for sure.
Yeah, soak it up, man. Because, hey, next time you go back, you might be the main event guy. Well, let's talk about some of the other divisions.
That's what I'm saying. I think I'm going to be soaking it up. Sure.
What was that?
Say again? I was saying I'm soaking it up. I might be fighting out here in a couple months.
Yeah, I hope so. So we can all see it. But let's talk about some of the other champions out there, man. I want to ask you about this and see what you know about it. John Jones relinquished the light heavyweight belt. Is he going to move up to heavyweight? Or do you know?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's moving up to heavyweight.
So he wants to fight Miocic?
Yeah, Stipe Miocic. The baddest man on the planet, you got to say, right?
Well, I tell you what, he beat the guy that I thought was tougher than him. He beat him twice.
Mm-hmm.
He beat him twice. I mean, I really thought after he got knocked out by Daniel Cormier, but he came back and he beat him twice, man. So it is what it is the writing is on the wall. Now, John Jones is going up against a big man. How do you see that fight going, man? If it ever happens.
Woo! Hard to say. It's hard to pick against Stipe. It's also hard to pick against John Bones Jones. Man, killing me with that one. I really can't pick. I can't pick because I think Jones is the most, is he's kind of the GOAT. You know, he had his issues, but from his talent and performances, he was kind of the GOAT. And
Right.
him going up, I think, you know, he's walking around like 240 now. Stipe's
What?
around 242. And yeah,
240?
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, buddy. Yeah, he's been hitting the weights. And bro, that fight is gonna be amazing. I think that, and I think even with all the other great heavyweights, I'd say Jones wins. I'd say, you know, all the other Francis Ngannou, I'm picking Jones.
Okay.
Francis Ngannou is probably the next baddest man on the planet. But I think Jones has that wrestling advantage over him. But I think Stipe and Jones, that's the fight right there. That fight, that's going to be the biggest fight in our sport. And I'm a heavyweight fan. I think the heavyweights are the true, you know, baddest men on the planet.
Right.
And, you know, they got the size, the power, and, you know, that's the fight I want to see.
And that's the fight I want to see also. And you know when I want to see it? I want to see it when things come back to normal or almost back to normal. I want to see it. Right? Yeah, I want to see it in Vegas, man, because the reason I want to get a chance to, I want to try to go to a big fight, man.
Me
you know
too.
what I'm saying? I've been in the house too long, man. You know, maybe I can get with you and, you know, hey, you know anybody? I used to get into fights in Vegas because my buddy was one of the guys with the athletic commission. So the only thing I had to do was just fly out there, and he hooked me up. Hey, man, I ain't got no hookups no more. All my hookups are dried up, man.
Well, I'll be a guy then. I'm gonna make that happen. I'm gonna try to make that happen. We'll sit. Hopefully, we'll get some nice cage-side seats. We'll go, you know, kick it right there. I'm gonna try to make that happen for sure.
I appreciate it, man. If it happens, wait a minute. I got another couple of questions here. Jack Outlaw asked a very, very interesting question. Is it harder to move up in UFC weight classes than it is in boxing? I would have to say yes, because boxing weight classes are 65, 4, 5, 6, 7 pounds. But UFC is like 15, 20 sometimes.
Yeah, Jones is moving up. The limit was 205. Now the limit's 265. So that's a 6. You know, there could be a 60-pound difference there. It's right. I hope what the UFC does eventually do is make, because once you go 25, 35, 45, 55, and then it goes 70, 85. They go by 15s after that, right. And then 20 to light heavyweight. I hope they do 10 pounds each class. That way I could fight 65, 75, 85. I could, you know what I mean? I could 3-division champ by the time my career is over.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing I've always noticed about the UFC weight classes are, you know, spread out a little wider, man. So boxing, you know, a guy can be, you know, like a Manny Pacquiao, which is, you know, just unheard of, man, going up 8 weight classes. That was unheard of. But usually you can see guys do 4, go from 30 to 35 to 40 to 47 and maybe 54. That's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because the guy's body's still growing.
Yep.
But UFC, man, that's a little different, man. But hey, man, now the big fights that are on the rise right now. What are the big fights that we haven't heard of that's in the makings? Or do you know? If it is, let us know. What fights do you know that's in the making right now?
I wish I had like some breaking news for you, but I did a big one that everyone's looking forward to is going to be that McGregor-Poirier fight.
Now, wait a minute.
I think Dustin Poirier is going to have something for McGregor.
Wait a minute, Mickey. Now, Mickey, you're starting to get beside yourself a little bit now. Wait a minute. Didn't I see Conor already stop this guy once? I seen him stop him.
Conor beat a man twice, especially at Dustin Poirier.
Justin's a tough dude.
Dustin Poirier's a dog. Dustin's a dog.
But the first time
Dustin's tougher than Conor.
The first time they fought at what, 45?
45, yeah, now it's at 55.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Dustin. I'm picking Dustin.
Okay, man. That fight is at the end of this month, right?
Yeah, I'm a big Dustin Poirier fan. I like that dude.
That fight is here at the end of January, right? if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
the 23rd. 23rd. Yeah, I believe it's in Vegas. It might be. I think it's in Vegas. That might be out there too. But I'm not exactly sure of the location.
Well, I want to ask you about this. Since we're talking about the great Conor McGregor, let me say my two piece on the great Conor McGregor.
Please.
I want to know if I'm Conor McGregor and if I'm a competitor like he professed to be, I'm looking for Mega Madoff again.
He's retired, bro. I bet he wants it too. Khabib retired.
I don't think he's going to stay retired, and he could have fought him before he retired.
Khabib said no. Khabib hates Conor. Hates him like on some personal level. He didn't want to give him. He didn't want to. He's like, I don't want anything to do with you. I beat your ass. We're done.
Wow.
Khabib's kind of gangster.
I know. I see him jump over the fence.
Danny gangster. Beat his whole corner up. I beat you and your whole corner up. That's the type of shit Khabib's on, bro. Conor was talking that wild shit, and Khabib's a devout Muslim. They don't play that. They don't play that over there. It's a different culture.
I don't. I tried to tell the guys. We were out watching that fight one night. We was at the sports bar watching it, and I follow UFC, so I've been following the build-up. And I'm following the build-up, and the guy was calling his daddy or somebody a terrorist and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute, man, isn't this guy Irish? How can an Irish guy call a Muslim a terrorist? I mean, wait a minute, you guys invented terrorism. I'm like, what's that?
The Irish car bombs, right?
I'm like, what's that? Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yeah, right.
What kind of
inverted?
I'm like, what kind of inverted IRA thing is this, man? I'm like, I know you're promoting the fight, man, but I think Mega Madoff was kind of like Joe Frazier fighting Muhammad Ali. I don't know nothing about hyping a fight. Back in the day, Muhammad Ali did that with Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier was really pissed off about it, man. Like, what the hell you doing? I just launched you some money, and now you start calling me this, that, and the other. I think Madoff took, like you said, man, when a guy is devout Muslim, man, come on, don't go there. I did talk about his daddy and his family. I'm going to ask you this.
Yeah.
Because I saw this one time. Somebody had a tape. I think it was one of the boom mics that got close to them when they were fighting. And tell me if this is true or not. I heard McGregor saying, it was just business, man. It was just business.
That's how you know you got your ass kicked. It becomes business real fast when you get fucked up. Yeah.
Oh,
it
my
business
goodness.
To Khabib. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah. And man, then the dude jumped out I was like, oh, man, that dude must be ticked. Oh, he was pissed.
Oh, yeah.
He's about that life, man. So even if he comes back, you don't think he'll go against McGregor if McGregor wins this fight against Poirier?
If McGregor wins this fight impressively against Poirier, and like if he were to like knock him out, and the UFC were to come back with like a whole big old bag of money, like we're talking, I don't even know how much it would take, because again, Khabib's got his morals and his feelings on the subject. I'd say even then it's a maybe, and I'd like to see it. I'd love to see it. It'd be the biggest fight in the sport, but I think Khabib's he's a different type of dude.
Hey, Militime, one of the guys that's chiming in, he just said, "Long live the IRA." Hey man, your IRA guys, man, come on, man. I don't think y'all should be calling people terrorists and stuff like that, though, bro. I mean, come on, man. And that, you know,
That's true. And look, I have some IRA in my heritage,
right.
like straight up. But no, that's some crazy shit.
Hey man,
That's
I mean,
shit.
ideologies clash. It's old as the crucifixion, man.
Yeah,
Ideologies clash.
absolutely.
But you know, I mean,
Amen, bro.
hey, I mean, it is what it is, man. If when something in your head, it'll, and if you believe it hard enough, hey, that's what we saw. That's what we saw that night. I'm surprised that Megan Madoff was able to hold all that aggression in, because I thought he was in on it too. I didn't know he was taking it serious because he wouldn't say anything at the mic. He was very stoic.
Dead serious.
You know.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, he wanted the fight, he wanted the legacy and the money, but it was more than that. Like his religion, his people, his culture. That he felt like that was all on the line, and you know, I think that's kind of why he washed his hands of the whole Conor thing afterward.
right.
And didn't even want to give him the time of day.
You know, I like the Conor hype machine. I really do. But when I heard some of the remarks he was making, I was like, that's a little bit overboard. You know, that's a little bit overboard. I think he kind of got into that like he did with Floyd Mayweather. And that might work with Floyd, but it don't work with this guy. You know what I'm saying? I think him and Floyd was working each other the whole time. I mean, working us. That's what I said on my show. You know, if anybody thinks this is going to be a real competitive box, it's no way. But anyway, my man, here he is. Wait a minute, Punisher is saying something. I think I'm reluctant to read it. Hold on, let me see. He used to fuel his anger and let it explode all over Conor. Yeah, he did. I have to agree with that. But what I'm saying is this. Punisher also said, if I remember correctly, and tell me, Mickey, if you agree with this. He said that Conor McGregor had a chance against Floyd Mayweather.
Man, the Punisher's just punishing us now, huh? Nah, man. Hey, Conor's got a puncher's chance. He's got a puncher's chance. I'm just busting balls. He's got a puncher's chance. But when you saw the fight, he hit the first 5 rounds. I guess he had a shot. If he landed a clean shot, you know, that's not a CM Punk Mickey Gall. That's, you know, Conor McGregor. But you know, Floyd's the best to ever do it there. But so yeah, I'd say he got a puncher's chance, but not a real shot. They got us believing it though. And I gotta say, I'm, you know, like everyone in hindsight, it's 2020. But when they were building it up, they got us believing. Hey, never know.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Mickey. I didn't believe it, and I told everybody on my radio show. I told everybody on the radio show exactly what was going to happen. I say now, you got to put all the pieces together. And let's start from the beginning. To give a novice fighter, I didn't say a lower tier fighter, I said a novice fighter, a boxing license in Las Vegas that is supposed to and go out of their way to protect people from themselves. So I'm going to give a novice person who's never put on 8-ounce gloves, 10-ounce gloves, and fought and fight, arguably the best fighter of his generation. And it's going to be a straight up competition. Now, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Even though I think some people think I am, I'm not. I can see straight through this, bruh. If I was a betting man, Floyd Mayweather may have trained 2 or 3 weeks for that fight. If that.
Yeah, I don't think Floyd is taking all that serious. I think you're right.
Mickey.
He knew.
Mickey, it's the same as you and CM Punk, but just on another level. you did train for the fight for maybe 8 to 10 weeks. Floyd Mayweather,
Yeah.
I seen Floyd Mayweather on the corner a couple of weeks before the fight eating a McDonald's hamburger.
Yeah, that's him though. Hey, but if you added, but if what do you think would happen if they did it in MMA with no takedowns, just kicks and elbows, knees? Who you got then?
Conor McGregor would probably stick his fingers in Floyd Mayweather's eye, you know, and then knock him out.
He'd stick an elbow down his head, yeah. Stick him in the head.
I mean, then I heard all of these other, what do you think about this, Mickey? Since I got you on the phone, this just came to mind. I heard all of these other MMA fighters challenging boxers after that. What do you think about that?
I get it, man. They want those money fights. Just like these guys, the YouTube stars doing it now. You see all these MMA guys trying to call them out, trying to get those, you know, there's a bag of money at the end of that. So I get where they're coming from. I think we should probably all just stay in our lanes, and you know, if we go at this the right way, we're gonna find that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Amen. Amen. I agree with you 100%, brother. Stay in your lane, bro. Stay in your lane and do what you do good.
Yeah.
Because I think you guys need each other, but not in competition. I love when I see MMA guys at boxing matches, and I love when I see boxing guys at MMA matches. You guys are fans of each other, just like pro wrestling guys. Just like pro wrestling guys. Yeah. We want to come. I want to come see you guys do what you do. I'm excited when I go to an MMA event, even here on the local thing, man. It's just exciting, man. And but to go, oh, I'm this and I want to do that. No, I'm this and I want to do this. I want him to do that, you know, and hey, they built for it, man. That's combat, brother. That's what this show is all about. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to the great Mickey Gall, who's on his way to Abu Dhabi in about 3 or 4 hours, man. You'll be asleep on that airplane all the way over there, brother. You already know that, right? Are you guys?
Yeah, I hope so.
Nah, you'll sleep for about 4 or 5 hours. Then you'll wake up, and then you'll go back. Then you go back to sleep. You got to realize I've done this like, I don't know, 30 times. So then you go back to sleep, because I used to go back and forth to Australia. Yeah. That was tough.
How long is that flight?
Well, see, this is the thing. I have to fly 3.5 hours from here to the West Coast.
Okay.
And then I would fly from the West Coast to either New Zealand. Sometimes I would get a flight all the way to Australia. A few times I had to stop in New Zealand for a layover, then go to Australia. Man, I can't remember. It's about 12 hours. It's halfway around the world. It's at the bottom of the 12, 13. Wow. Total time, man, was almost a day. Between Houston to there, my layover to there, it was almost 20 hours, 22 hours, something like that.
Wow.
It's tough. It's tough, man.
That's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Most I've ever flown was 8. So I'm going to put it to the test.
What was that? To Europe?
Yeah, Portugal.
Oh, okay, Portugal.
And I just picked up London.
Yeah. In that area. I've never been to Portugal, but where did we go? We went to France, which is not that far from Portugal. We went to Italy, which is right next door, I think, to Portugal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But we was already in Europe.
Right?
Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah. But hey, man, I'm glad you came on again, man. Give us some insight on what's going on with you.
Anytime, bro. Don't wait so long. Next time, don't wait so long. I like to be a regular, bro. Anytime. You let me know.
Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do. Ronnie Shields, the boxing trainer, he's my go-to guy for boxing when something's going down in boxing. We're gonna make you our go-to guy for MMA. How about that?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And yo, when you're in New York, I'm gonna bring a whole crew out to your signing, and then I'm gonna take you out to eat. Come to the gym. I'm right there. I'm 30 minutes from the city, so
Okay,
I'll
cool,
be there.
man. Cool, because me and some buddies of mine, even if, we want to come up and hang out because we didn't get a chance to really hang out in New York last time I was there when we were doing the Hall of Fame thing because I had so much work to do that whole week. So my buddies came up, we didn't get a chance to hang out. So we wanted to come back when I'm not doing anything, maybe a signing and then go out on the town. So Mickey, I'm gonna hit you up, man. I appreciate you coming on the show, giving us the 411 on the CM Punk thing, because that's what I enjoyed the most. And I don't care who's watching. I got a big kick out of that when he put that. And I'm gonna tell you, I started a new phrase. Matter of fact, when you look that video up, you're gonna hear me saying it. I started a new phrase, and it's called the squeeze.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh baby, do you feel the squeeze? Do you feel the squeeze, baby? But anyway, man, hey man, appreciate you coming on the show, man, giving us little MMA stuff. And hey man, you won't be a stranger. I will be calling you back as soon as this pandemic lets up a little bit and those big fights start coming back again. We're gonna holler at you, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen, brother. Much love, and congrats to you and Book on the Hall of Fame, man. That's fucking awesome.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, Mick. I appreciate that, Mick. Mickey Gall, y'all. He been in the house, man. He's been in the house doing his thing, man. Mickey Gall. He's
thanks, everybody.
Hey, brother, they got you. Okay, y'all. That was Mickey Gall, man. World-class fighter, man, coming out here to give us his 411 on everything, and we're glad to have him on the show, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that, you know. And appreciate a couple of calls coming in. Punisher called in. Yeah, well, he's not fighting Calcutta. His boy is fighting, but, you know, he's going to be in the corner. And Calcutta said no different than the boxers challenging the wrestlers. No, it's a big difference, man. It's a big difference because, you know, we've had all kind of people come in and we train them to do what they do just to go out and do a show. It's nobody disrespecting nobody or something like that, you know. But man, trying to step into another man's world, and that's his discipline and not yours, that's tough. That's very, very tough. But I give CM Punk kudos too for trying it. But man, if I'm trying something I've never done before, I don't want to fight the toughest one of the toughest guys in that division. I don't want to do that. I want to give me a jabroni dude so I can practice on him a little bit. Then I'm gonna move up a little bit more, practice on him a little bit. Then I move up a little bit more, and then give me Mickey Gall. So at least I know what it feels like for somebody to almost bust my goozle pipe. You kidding me, man? What's up, Nick? Elisa Star. Oh, what's up, Lisa? But hey, man, I appreciate you guys enjoying the show. And like I said, next week, we got a main event for you guys. If you enjoyed this man's performances in The Toy, you enjoyed his performances in A Christmas Story. Mr. Scotty Schwartz. Mr. Scotty Schwartz is going to be on the show next week. And I might have two main events next week. The other one I'm working on right now. But with all that being said, I'm going to take you out with a little music, like I always do. And this is the world's most dangerous podcast. I am Stevie Ray. Go to the outlets. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Holla at your boy. And I'm out, y'all.